There was a very important arrest that happened. Hold on, let me get out of here. I usually go here. There was let me get rid of my messages. Y'all don't want to see that. All right, good. Finally, my YouTube is finally coming to spend time with me. Yo, Coffee Brown won Woman of the Year. Yo, it's crazy because for real, it's supposed to be, I just went live. It's supposed to be Coffee Brown and Geechee supposed to be in the same crew. They the ones that came in the game together. Those are the ones that's fucking the whole game up. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that need to be in a group again. You feel me? Coffee Brown is the one that should be a part of every fucking bar, not Miss Hustle, especially for them to have beef. And then what's crazy is what's crazy is with Coffee Brown, as much exposure as she's getting, as much light as she's getting, she creates more and more beef. You know what I'm saying? She creates more and more beef. It's like I sent her a message. I said, sister, like, you are by far the best female rapper in battle rap, in my opinion. Like, she's seasoned. Like, she knows what she's doing. She knows she's giving a story. She knows she's giving a backstory. She knows how to market herself. She know what the fuck she's doing. Yeah, I'm talking about like new, like in the game as of the past year. I'm not talking about like as of like years in the game. I'm just talking about just like as of the past 12 months. She is like, she's headlining shit. She's the most controversial, and she got the best bars. I told the sister, I said, you being the best is not enough. I said, you being the best is not enough, because she posted like a clip of her bars. And I'm like, you got the best bars, but that's not enough. Yo, what up, City? That's not enough. I said, why don't you give us a reason for us to like you? Because over and over again, she give us a reason to not like her. You know what I'm saying? It's always reasons to not like her. Beefing with this people, beefing with that people, all this and all that. It's like, sister, just like, let us like you for a second. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, you came in the game with Geechee. Like, you and Geechee's fucking this shit up. Y'all both from LA, but damn. Yup. Her OF gave me a reason to like her. Any which way. So shout out to her. She won Woman of the Year. At least that's what I heard. So she won Woman of the Year. Yo, shout out to Jay Black for creating his brand and getting his brand out there and making people care about it. Because anybody, whoever you are, have the ability to create your own Woman of the Year or Champion of the Year. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know who was second. I don't know. But all right, so did you guys know, before I get started with this Putin shit, I got maybe about like 6-7 things to discuss. But before we even get started, man, we have the leader of the Proud Boys. You see this guy, Enrique Tarrio? This weirdo ass, he's a weirdo. It's New sent a message, and It's New said, yo, what's up, Coach Tamar? It's New said he's Cuban American and Afro-Cuban. Very interesting, man. This Enrique Tarrio guy. Is very interesting. Is he like a Paige Shill? Like, the fact that he is the leader of the Proud Boys is very interesting. Like, how, if I was a Proud Boy member, I wouldn't want him to be my leader. You know what I'm saying? Like the leader of your crew is an Asiatic. You know what I'm saying? Like why does the leader of a white supremacist crew, why is that you know what I mean, Asiatic? It shit don't make no sense. Like, anyway, so here it is. Proud Boys leader. Let me oh yeah, I still got right there. World class wrecking crew. Hey, 13 Pisces moon, man. Something about world class wrecking crew, man. What's something that we probably don't know? Since the world class wrecking crew. He know everything about music, man. All right, here we go. Proud Boys leader indicted for conspiracy related to January 6th attack. So now, see, on the low ski, right? In the news is the war, because it should be in the news, right? It's fucking war, right? It's damn near impending federal, yes. It's impending World War III. So it's a really big deal. Yes, it is. But what's happening underneath is they basically put out a roadmap and said Donald Trump is going to be indicted on conspiracy, like a couple conspiracy charges. They say they have credible evidence to charge Donald Trump, and that news came out, but it's being smothered by the war news. But it's still a very, very big deal. I heard. Well, no, he now Enrique Tarrio probably he was undercover. Like okay, being undercover is not a jacket that you're always undercover. You know what I'm saying? Like being undercover meaning that he was undercover for a particular case. Yeah, he was an informant on a case in the past. All right, now, so what happened with this situation is, let's read it. So, Proud Boys leader indicted for conspiracy related to January 6th attack. Enrique Tarrio, leader of the Proud Boys, was indicted on conspiracy charges. A grand jury indictment docketed Tuesday charges Tarrio with conspiracy to obstruct Congress. That's the same charge that they're trying to hit Trump with. Yeah, FDT, right? Prosecutors have already leveled conspiracy charges against 4 Proud Boy leaders: Ethan Nordo, Joseph Biggs, Charles Donahoe, and Zachary Rael, who the Justice Department says played a central role in fomenting the breach of the Capitol. In addition to Tarrio, prosecutors added another Proud Boy to the conspiracy indictment, Dominic Pizzola, who breached the Capitol and shattered the Senate wing window with a riot shield. Now, keep in mind that Enrique Tarrio, he didn't even break into the situation himself. See, what happened was he was already under surveillance. Okay, the feds had that nigga under surveillance, and they nabbed him for So January 6th, all this shit went down. My nigga got arrested on January 5th because the feds, they were listening to him. They had him, They had him on wiretap, and they were going to, they arrested him so he would not be a part of January 6th. But what they arrested him on was a charge of burning a Black Lives Matter flag or something. Like he burned a flag at like a black church, like some federal property or something, and he burned the flag, and that's how they got him. Okay, matter of fact, here it is right here. Tarrio was not present at the Capitol on January 6th. He was arrested days earlier for burning a stolen Black Lives Matter flag at December 2020 rally in Washington, D.C., and was also hit with a pair of charges for possession of high-capacity ammunition magazines. They basically used any old reason to lock this nigga because they knew that it was getting real crazy for the next day. A D.C. judge released Tarrio a day before the riot and ordered him to stay away from Washington. You see? He pleaded guilty last year and was sentenced to 5 months in jail for burning a flag? God damn. He was released from prison for those offenses in January. Tarrio, 38, was arrested in Miami on Tuesday on the new indictment and is expected to appear in federal court later in the day. Yes, federal, brother. So according to the statement from the U.S. Attorney in Washington, which is overseeing the prosecutions from the Capitol riots, he appeared briefly in South Florida's federal district on Tuesday, where prosecutors indicted that they intended to seek his pretrial detention. A hearing on that effort will take place on Friday. So there he is, man. He was wearing a dark t-shirt with an unidentifiable symbol. He said he got a job printing and selling shirts. He makes $400 to $500 a week, supposedly. He's the second significant leader of the right-wing group and orchestrating key aspects of the attack. Prosecutors in January charged Stuart Rhodes. Oh, did you hear about his situation? Stuart Rhodes, like that, they helped get him, and then there was another guy too that just got let me see another one. Let me see. The indictment comes several after prosecutor. There's another guy I'm looking for. I forget what this guy's name is, but he was on trial and he just got sentenced. No, he just got found guilty today. There was the first guilty plea from one of these niggas going to trial. Because most of these people plead guilty or they plead down. But this the nigga I'm talking about, let me see. I got his name. Oh, I forget what his name is. But yeah, any which way, I think I got it, matter of fact. So yeah, man, I just want to break down Enrique Tarrio just real quick before we move on. Because news like that will get overshadowed. Let me see. I can't find it right now. But somebody got arrested. All right, just real quick, man. I want to play this, man. Hey, man, this nigga Zelensky, he is reminding me of a rapper, right? Like, how many times have we seen rappers where they're like, when they're beefing with people, they'll go on live, they'll be like, nigga, I'm in your hood, nigga, you bitch ass nigga, I'm in your hood, you ain't do nothing about it, nigga, nigga, I'm outside, tell these niggas I'm outside, nigga, I'm in your hood, you know what I'm saying, nigga, I ain't running, you know what I'm saying, and then, you know, 5 days later, nigga end up dead, you know what I'm saying, like, we see it all the time on Instagram, but I feel like Zelensky is taking our strategies, right, he's doing the same thing that the rappers do, and he said he is an actor. That is true. He is an actor. So did you guys, I don't know, 87 Melanin, did you see what he did? Like, so first of all, just so to be very clear, this nigga was in hiding. First of all, the American government said, hey, we have credible evidence that the Russians have an assassination plot on your life. So he, so supposedly he had a assassination plot on his life. I believe like 3 or 4 of them, and he's still alive. So obviously he's the king, right? And so like this whole wartime shit is chess. So it's all about capturing the king. And so he went, and so America said, hey man, we'll take you to an unidentified place, He said, nah, nigga, I'm not going nowhere. But he did hide. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, you know, and so for him to identify where he's at and give his GPS coordination, that's crazy because Russia at any point can send any kind of missile at his way. And he said it. He goes, and so on this video, watch what he do on this video. Now, I have my, you know, I think this shit might be a hijack too, but let's watch it. Still gangster nonetheless. So look, he's showing where he's at, like out his window. He's on his phone. You see it? And now he's going to be walking through. He's walking through his corridor. He's like, nigga, bitch ass nigga, I'm here, nigga. I'm in my palace, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? You know what I'm saying? He on that time. And then you see him sitting in his chair, and then he put the phone away, and then he's back on his presidential, nigga, his real shit. He's dropping his location, dude. That is our stuff. That is our stuff. He's on that. He's on that time. I bet you he watched them rappers do that. Because remember, he dropped that other video when he was with his goons. He was like, nigga, I'm with my niggas. We in the streets, man. Nigga, we outside. Nigga, tell Russia we looking for them niggas. You know what I mean? He was on that time. And what is it? He's becoming a star by doing this stuff. He's using hip hop sensibilities, which is bravado. This shit is bravado. Because look, man, like whatever it is. So I'm gonna read you what he's saying. Because what he's saying is this nigga hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought Putin was gangster, man. Putin is a gangster, but Putin is like, he's not a good gangster. Putin is a bad guy gangster. You know what I mean? This nigga Zelensky is like inspiration to us all. So I'm gonna read to you what he's saying here. So this is from his president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky. Excuse me, my little internet. Excuse me, my asthma's kind of acting up. So just give me a second. Every day of the resistance creates better conditions for Ukraine in the negotiations. Monday evening, you know, these are his words. Monday is a hard day. There is war in the country, so every day is Monday. Damn. And now we're used to the fact that every day and every night are like that. Today is the 12th evening of our struggle, our defense. We are all on the ground. We are all working. Everyone is where they should be. I am in Kyiv. My team is with me. The territorial defense is on the ground. The servicemen are in position. Our heroes, doctors, rescuers, transporters, diplomats, journalists. Everyone, we are all at war. We all contribute to our victory, which we will definitely be achieved by force of arms and our enemy, by force of words and our diplomacy, by force of spirit, which the first and the second and each of us have. Take a look at our country today. And he started dropping, he goes, I can't pronounce this, Chiplanka, Mila Putapol, Takmak, and whatever. Everywhere people are defending themselves, although they don't have weapons there. These are our people, and that's why they have weapons. They have courage, dignity. They have the ability to go out and say, I'm here, it's mine, and I won't give it away. My city, my community, my Ukraine. This nigga's wild. That nigga dropped his location. He's taunting Russia. Like, nigga, I dropped my location. Nigga, what it do? Now, let me tell you what I think, though. What I think it might be a hijack, though. It might be like, hey guys, I'm right here, and then you go there, nigga, and then I got you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I lure you to my location. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking that there might be something to it. Because I know, like, a lot of the homies, what they'll do is they'll drop their location, nigga, once they leave, nigga, they'll be like, nigga, I'm here, but they'll say I'm here after they left. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas that do that shit all the time. It is the art of war. It is the art of war, beloved. But what it is, though, it's tremendous motivation. It's big motivation for, like, your peoples. It's big motivation for those in fighting for you. You know what I mean? For the journalists and the doctors and all that stuff. Every Ukrainian man and woman who protested against the invaders yesterday, today, and will protest tomorrow are heroes. You see, it's not about him, right? He's making it bigger than him. We shout at the invaders together with you. We stand in the squares in the streets with you. I mean, there's some people rallying the troops. There are footages of Ukrainians laying down in front of tanks. Like, nigga, if you're going to ride this tank into the city, you're going to have to run over me. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff like that. We stand in the squares. We are not afraid. We are not afraid with you. When the invaders open fire and try to drive everyone away. Guys, Russia, basically, the topic of today is how weak the Russian army is. Yo, the Russian army got exposed. These niggas got exposed. Russia has to either send in soldiers or attack. It's a distraction diversion. Yeah, it very much might be. Yeah, this whole shit is really exposing. So yeah, I have different articles and different things showing you how, like, nigga, we thought y'all was some big badass niggas, man. Y'all some bitch ass niggas, man. Y'all got some old ass weapons. You know what I mean? Y'all sending young little kids. Yo, they lost. Yo, they're losing their top niggas in this war. Supposedly, they say the Ukrainians, they dropped 10,000 of these niggas already. That's one of the numbers I heard. I heard the Ukrainians dropped 10,000 Russians already. And I heard that that Russia is starting to lose some of their OGs. They said like two generals. They say that two big time generals is gone, nigga. Out of here, nigga. Expired. Not here no more. No longer. Past tense. He goes, you do not back down. We do not back down. And the one who repeated, we are one people, certainly did not expect such a powerful reaction. In the south of our country, such a national movement has unfolded, such a powerful manifestation of Ukrainianness that we have ever seen in the streets and the squares. And for Russia, it's a nightmare. They forgot that we are not afraid of paddy wagons and batons. We're not afraid of tanks and machine guns. When the main thing is on our side, truth, as it is now. Why you say I'm wildin', man? I'm hot. That's what I am. You think Putin got something up his sleeve? I think Putin is being exposed, man. I think we all gave Putin way too much credit. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we gave him way too much credit because we're finding out that, like, yo, man, these niggas is paper tigers, dog. Damn, my shit went out. This nigga, paper tigers, dog. He goes, in the South, he goes, and for Russia, it is a nightmare. They forgot that we are not afraid of paddy wagons and batons. Mariupol, because Mariupol's in a lot of trouble. That's something that I learned, dude. Like, I didn't know much about military strategy and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of learning that stuff as I watch this. And it's very much like chess. It's very much like chess. It's all about, you know what I mean, getting your troops around the city, you know what I'm saying, and defending your back and stuff like that. And that's what Russia's not doing, you know what I'm saying? So Mariupol, Kharkiv, Chernihiv, and Sumy, Odessa, Kyiv, Mykolaiv, and other cities, and many other cities. We know that hatred that the enemy brought to our cities with shelling and bombing will not remain here. Yo, they asked Zelensky, they say, Putin bully getting exposed straight up, dog. Yo, Putin is getting exposed, man. He's getting exposed, dog. Like, basically, like, his military strategy is weak as fuck, man. Nigga, the military is weak. The only thing they're doing right now is basically, like, nigga, like, war crimes, dog. That's their only tactic. Their only tactic is shoot up women and children, dog. Them niggas is on some weak ass nigga shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're basically, yeah, man. I basically have all that, man. I got a list of all the corporations that have left. Now that's real, like, that's real warfare. So, matter of fact, let me stop there. Let me ask you guys. So, another article that I wanted to bring up. So, let me just, before, just real quick, I just want to see Zelensky just real quick. At the bottom, he goes, almost 3 years as soon as the election took place, we entered this building, this office, immediately began our move. I dreamed of moving from Bankova together with the government and the parliament to unload the center of Kyiv and in general to move a modern, transparent office as it befits a progressive, democratic European country. Now, I will say one thing. I stay here. I stay in Kyiv. I stay on Bankova Street. I am not hiding. I'm not afraid of anyone. As much as it takes to win this patriotic war of ours. Today, I signed a decree to present state awards to Ukraine to 96 Ukrainian heroes, our military. That nigga's on Front Street, dude. He's on Front Street doing real business while the whole shit is at war, man. I don't think do you know how many of these so-called, like, kings and these so-called presidents would have ran and hide? You know what I'm saying? You know how many niggas would have ran to? Matter of fact, in America is a nigga, is an ex nigga from Turkey. That nigga's in, like, Virginia somewhere. There's some nigga from Turkey. There was a nigga that got ran out of Turkey. Some bitch ass nigga ran out of Turkey, and instead of, like, being a boss and going back down there, yeah, he's a real one. He's a real one, dude. Afghani president ran quick when Taliban showed up. Yo, this nigga's hard. Yo, you saw when they asked Trump, they said, hey, Trump, they said, what would you do? They said, Zelensky is fighting with his people. What would you do? That nigga Trump, you know what I'm saying? He was like, well, you know, some people, they say they're brave, but they're not really that brave when it comes down to it. Nigga Trump, shut up, bro. Anyway, so here he is. He talking about, man, I'm outside, nigga. Here go my address. Tell them niggas pull up. You know what I'm saying? He's on his gangster rap shit. Tell them niggas pull up. He's on his drill rap Instagram shit. Tell them niggas drop the location. Tell them niggas pull up, nigga. I'm outside. Tell Russian nigga I'm in they hood, nigga. That's the next thing he gonna do. He gonna go to they hood, nigga. Where you at, nigga? I'm in your hood. I don't even see you, nigga. We in your deep. Hey, where Putin at? Tell Putin I'm on. You know what I mean? Watch him be on that shit. That would be so funny, dog. That would be so funny. He just turned straight gangster rapper. turn into like, you know what I mean, King Von or like any of these guys, man. So anyway, this nigga's hard though, man. No, this nigga is very, very respectable. No shave, you know what I mean? No suits. All right, what's next? Yo, my nigga Moonshine want to talk about these corporations. All right, let's look at these corporations, man. It's a gang or corporations that came out. Yo, just real quick. Look how much money is costing Russia this war. Look how much money it's costing. It's costing these niggas an arm and a leg, bro. It's not worth it, dude. All right, so these are direct losses from military action. Okay? This, let me get my shit out the way. Hold on one second. I'm back in, moving things around. All right, it popped up. Now switch. There we go. All right. So this is direct. So let me just read this real quick. It says Ukrainian war cost the military $20 billion per day. You guys. So that means he says got the Roscoe's under the desk. So basically what that means is before this war started, Russia had, you feel me, business with the outside world, you know what I'm saying? McDonald's, you know what I mean? Banks and, you know what I mean? Refi companies and, you know what I mean? Niggas is, you know what I mean? In the industrial modern world, you know what I mean? Making, you know what I mean? Doing business. And then but Putin is like, yo, he's driven on some whole other shit. Let me just tell you real quick about Putin. Putin is feared. And being feared, like a lot of niggas in the hood want to be feared, right? A lot of like gangsters and shit, they love that fear thing. I'm still confused on why they funking with the Kermit minded my biz. I know, right? Like he says, Apple, stop selling iPhones over there. Exactly, dog. Yo, let me. Hey, this is for my nigga Craig. This is something I was thinking. All right, so we know that the European went into the Dark Ages, right? We know that happened. It's like, okay, how did he go into the Dark Ages? What happened? Oh, he was cut off from outside investments, right? He was cut off from outside money. So the same way that the world is cutting off Russia right now, that can, you know what I mean? And basically saying nobody do business with Russia. Imagine if like the whole Silk Road and the Arabic world, and we all say, you know what? Nobody do business with Europe. What you think would happen to Europe? Especially at the time when there was scientific advancements, when there was mathematical advancements during the Middle Ages, and they weren't privy to any of that. So it caused a dark age, right? It caused the fall of the European Empire, the Roman Empire. So I'm kind of like showing like how that is in modern day, because if all of these corporations and like these big time businesses and everybody basically blacklist Russia as they are, they're going to get thrown into the Dark Ages for sure. Because look, like let's look at North Korea. Them niggas is in the Dark Ages. Nigga, it's year nigga 1137 in North Korea. Nigga, it's year 985, and you know what I mean? We over here in 2020 and the rest of the world. Them niggas is in nigga the year 1011. You know what I mean? Russia, the new North Korea. No cap, says Moonshine. All right, so on February 4th, Russia launched a full-scale invasion in Ukraine. Fighting has reached the capital of Kyiv, and it's claimed more than 2,000 civilians. The action of Russia's military and government have been globally condemned by the international community. Sanctions have been deployed with the hope of deterring further aggressions by the country's economy. While sanctions have traditionally done little to put Vladimir Putin's regime off his expansionist ambitions, but alongside the military cost of this particular course of action, they will have a wider impact this time. So one thing that they're doing is going after like the big hitters, the heavy hitters, like what they call the oligarchs. Now, oligarchs, to me, that has like an Arabic kind of name. All oligarchs. I would imagine it has an Arabic name. Oligarch. Oligarch. Anyway, so basically, those are the people that hold up, you know what I'm saying, Russia. And when these niggas, like, these are the VIPs, these are the movers and shakers. When these niggas get they shit, you know what I mean, shooken up, then, you know, Putin got to watch his back. All right, so the actions of Russia's military has been globally condemned, right? So, but alongside the military cost, they may have wider impact. Ukraine's Deputy Defense Minister, Hanna Maliar, has previously taken to Facebook to claim that Russian forces have lost up to 5,000 servicemen during this invasion. I've heard the numbers as high up to 10,000. They lost 10,000 young men. And that's another thing I realized with war. Like, my nigga, those people are gone. You gotta get 10,000 more people, which is hard. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, while she added that the numbers needed to be clarified, these are all very conservative numbers. This is what they lost. So they lost men, but they also lost 146 tanks, 27 aircraft, 26 helicopters. Nigga, that shit is money, dog. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Look, these attack jets. These attack jets are 85 bands apiece. Okay, they lost 30 of these motherfuckers. So already that's a loss of nigga $2.5 million. So that right here is the million. You see that 2 right there? That's a million, and that's 465,000. That's how the numbers work when I added it up myself. Okay. So attack helicopters, right? The niggas, they lost each helicopter. Each of these helicopters is 15 bands. Them niggas lost 30 of them. Nigga, that's a $500,000. Okay, like, it's, nigga, like, you gotta buy them shit, you gotta service them, you gotta keep them up. You know what I'm saying? All right, look, artillery pieces. Them niggas lost almost 2,000 of them. That, you know, it was modest. You know what I mean? Okay, look, tanks. Nigga, look how many tanks they lost. Each tank is about what, 2 bands. They lost 200 of them. Nigga, that's a $500 million. But look. The biggest number is these attack jets. Because you know what? Them Javelin missiles is taking them shits off. Yo, Craig, good point. He goes, $85,000 for a jet is like, nigga, where do you get that shit from? Like, where do you get that shit from? That nigga's at Fisher Price, my first jet. What the fuck is that? But look how much money they lost on individual human personnel, right? So a conservative estimate is they lost, what, 500 people? It's way more than that. No. Each person costs about $500. Yeah, right. Each person costs way more than $500. Nigga, hell no. A nigga eat $500 in nigga like a month worth of food and shit. Hell no. But look, they've lost over 5,000 men. That nigga, that's almost $3 million right there. All right. So that's the money. And so basically, in all, it's saying that with the corporations that are leaving out of Ukraine, these niggas is taking a $20 billion hit a day. Yo, Putin, man, this is it for Putin. When this whole thing is over, he's gonna be indicted on war crimes, which they probably won't do nothing. But the oligarchs is gonna get him out of here, dude. Yeah, let's take a look at the companies. Like, so in today's news, these are all the companies that are just absolutely just hemorrhaging out of Russia. The whole idea is, nigga, get out of Russia. Like, if you're basically seen doing business in Russia, you're seen as an enemy. You know what I'm saying? You're a mystery. Like what you still doing fucking with them Russian niggas, man? What you still doing with fucking with them Russian niggas, man? We off Russians. No more Stolies, nigga. No more Smirnoffs. Pop off vodka. Pop off vodka. All right. All right, over 300 companies have withdrawn from Russia, but some remain. All right, let's just get into them. Here go all the companies, dog. These are some big time companies, man. Accenture closing business in Russia. Activision, Blizzard, that's the oh, you guys can't see this, huh? Try to make it so y'all can see it. Maybe y'all can see that. Yeah, y'all can see that. There we go. Look, Adobe, nigga. You can't. Adidas, Adobe, Airbnb, Alaska Airlines. Look at all the. Look, Alphabet. That's Google. Amazon, dude. Yo, basically, you can't have a country functioning without these businesses, dude. Look, American Airlines, Anheuser-Busch, Apple. Look, Apple suspended all sales. Yo, I can. Oh, listen, man. Let's be honest, man. Corporations run the world, right? We have to be honest, dude. Corporations run the world. And when corporations put their foot down like this, it's a wrap. Yo, why does it keep going black like that, man? Is this shit going black to you guys? All right. It says war is a fancy word for corporation. Look at all of this stuff, man. Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, Aston Martin, Autodesk, Avid is out of there, nigga. Bank of China, BBC, Bentley, BlackRock, nigga. Russian access to capital markets, Bloomberg, Boeing, BP, a Shell gas station. It says Putin so much stupider than we thought. What was he thinking? Exactly. That's the point of this episode. Like, the Russian military, it got exposed. They're weak as fuck. Vladimir Putin is exposed. Everybody thought he was a tactician. You know what I mean? Everybody thought he was, nigga, what's that football coach? You know what I mean? Anyway, they thought he was one of these, you know what I mean? X and O's football coach. That nigga's a mystery, dude. Either that or he's old and, like, you know what I mean? He's losing his mind. Yeah, his version of war is antiquated and outdated. That's a great point. That's a great point. It is. It is. Like, this is here, let me tell you something that's really going down as well. Belichick. That's what I was thinking, bro. Belichick. Yo, this is another thing. That nigga Putin is a killer. Like, he's a killer. Right, like if you just say, if you like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna run against you to see if I can win the the vote against you. You'll be killed, jailed, poisoned, fucking sterilized, raped. Like, he'll do whatever, nigga. There is no out of bounds, right? So because look, Burberry left, nigga. How can you have a country without Burberry, dude? What you gonna give like all them mistresses and you know what I mean? How they gonna do their thing, yeah? Carlsberg. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So Putin, he rules by fear. My nigga is all about fear. He's all about, like, you know what I mean? And so think of this. Who's gonna tell Putin bad news? Are you? Are you going to be the one to say this is a bad idea? And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Who's going to tell him bad news? Right? Like, he's siphoned in his own world, guys. Who has the nerve to say, hey, Mr. Vladimir Putin, that idea is actually wrong. It's going to make us look bad. And it's very stupid, actually. That's the last day. That'll be your very last time breathing. What did Mobb Deep say? He said that'll be your very last time breathing. You know what I mean? So Putin had bad information, dogs. Bad information. Look, the whole world. Look. So you have all these companies. These are all companies that's leaving Russia. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're just not doing business. Listen. If all of these companies did this shit in America, like, we wake up one day and your Instagram feed would be blank. Your Instagram feed would have nothing there. Your mall. Imagine going to the mall. The mall, there is no mall. The the fuck you talking about? Ain't no mall. All of these things is in the mall. Nigga, look, CBRE. Isn't that the ain't that the niggas that do the rental properties? Isn't CBRE everywhere you look, you see like rented by CBRE? Isn't that them niggas right there? Chanel, dude. So Chanel, high-end stuff. Cisco is nuts and bolts stuff. See, corporations run the world. And if corporations put their foot down like this, it's a wrap. I'm telling you, it's a wrap. Look at all this Coca-Cola, Coinbase. It's almost like, what took these people so long? It's like, dude, like all of these companies, it shows you that the world that we're living in is a very tight-knit world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like this nigga got canceled for real, dog. He got canceled for real. So now, this is the question I want to ask you guys. So the same thing is happening to Russian restaurants. Okay, so I have an article where it's talking about how, let me see, I'll bring it up. I have an article that's talking about how Russian restaurants, people is like leaving bad reviews. You know what I'm saying? The world is homogenized. They're leaving bad reviews and stuff like that. And so I ask you guys, is that fair? A Russian restaurant, should they be held, you know what I mean, at the same, let me see, do I have it? Not sure if I have it. Yeah, I don't have it. And so my question is the Russian people or the Russian government? We have to kind of like stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so the question I really want to ask you guys. Let me bring this up. The question I really want to ask you guys, the Russian government or the Russian people? I'm serious. Like, should these little Russian restaurants be held? Like, so basically we're tanking the economy of Russia. So that's basically affecting small businesses, right? Is that right or not right? Is that fair or not fair? Because there's basically mom and pop businesses. There's these people that are being affected. He said, nah, that's not fair. They aren't Russians causing the problems. But at the same time, you got to put pressure though, right? That's where I'm kind of like, I'm conflicted, because you gotta cause pressure, dude. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta make things uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like on the way up, or bottom up, or top down. You know. But at the same time, like Russian American restaurants definitely didn't cause this war. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's be off. I mean, come on, guys. You know what I mean? Let's be off them, man. Sure, a Russian citizzen. Yeah. But yeah, the United States. Yeah, that's right. Javo K said Russian citizens need to go to their government then. Yeah. So basically what I did was I just mentioned American citizens. So as American citizens, you know what I mean? Those are American citizens. They ain't got nothing to do with this. They not part of the beef. Leave them out the beef, man. The word Russia is basically a curse word now. That's right. All right, man. I want to get back to these businesses, man. This shit is crazy. I was only in the D section. I was only in the D and E section. Is caffeine there? What's up with caffeine, man? Caffeine, y'all still doing business? All right, let's see. Dell, Delta, DHL, DirecTV. I didn't even know some of these businesses was in Russia, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. Estee Lauder, nigga, Eurovision, Expedia, Exxon. Yo, those, did you hear about what happened to Shell? The Shell gas station? Shell gas station was like, I still buy oil from Russia, so I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then the price went down. What's this site? Let's see. This is actually from Yale.edu. Caffeine doesn't have the best way to post links quite yet. That is coming, but let's see. How can I do this? Let's see. I can put it up on my Twitter. Let me try to add it. See if it's long enough. You know what? Let me go to a URL shortener. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna create a shorter URL and then damn. Shit used to be very easy. All right, I'm gonna shoot you the link on this joint, beloved. Thank you, 87 Melanin. There you go. So copy and paste that, beloved. Then we straight. Since the world-class wrecking crew. All right, I want to get back to these corporations, man. How do I do that? Let me see. I'm a little confused. Let me see. I gotta go back here. All right, there we go. Switch. Might check 1, 2. Oh, there we go. All right. FIFA. It says FIFA banned Russian athletes from competing. Damn. Is it the Russian athletes' fault? Yo, what's up, Mr. Flu? Is it these soccer players' fault though? Damn. All they did was, like, you know what I mean, work their ass off. Matter of fact, isn't the World Cup coming to Russia, or was it in Russia? Wasn't the World Cup? Okay, Google. Where was the last World Cup? It was in Russia, huh?
The World Cup takes place at Qatar.
Yeah, it was 2018 was in Russia. Yeah, I'm a soccer guy. Let's see. Formula One, Ford, Freshfields, GE, GM, Grammarly. Nigga, Grammarly. Nigga, if you don't knock it off, you ain't nobody special. Grammarly. Let's see. H&M, dude, that's a big deal. H&M. Harley Davidson. My homie worked for Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson's that's the straight American company right there. Heineken, Germans. Morts. Look, somebody looked that up. I bet you that has something to do with the Moors, like Hennies and Morts. That's more in Russian or some sort of Austrian. Mushan says some NHL team said they won't draft. Damn. Yo, is it fair or not? Oh, I'm serious, dog. Is it fair? Like, we're basically blackballing a whole country. Like, from the people to the government to the corporations. This is wild. I've never seen this before in my life. Yeah, huh? This is supposed to be like a cell, like, you know what I mean? A valve, like, you know what I mean? Pressure. This is like political pressure. Wow, man. Hitachi Construction, Honda, HSBC, that's banking, will curtail Russian access to capital markets. Damn. IBM suspend technology sales to Russia. IKEA. Let's see. Look, the International Boxing Federation, Ice Hockey, Tennis Federation, weightlifting will put a ban on all Russian competition. Cowboy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. IOC, man. IOC. Shit. The IOC, they have to work harder with the Russians, because the IOC's you know what I mean? Those are the ones, the Russians is the ones always, you know what I mean, doing just doing IOC bans, right? Like, the IOC is those are the people that's like, oh, he had steroids in his system. Man, Jaguar. Look, dude, like JD Sports, JP Morgan. I'm only in the J's, guys. Look, Kellogg, you can't even get Frosted Flakes. Isn't that what y'all said? No more Frosted Flakes. Putin has alienated. Dang, I missed that. Putin knows this cancel. Yeah. This is cancel culture for real. This is cancel culture for real, dude. Kraft Heinz, dude, you can't even get ketchup. Lego. No more Legos. Levi Strauss, Live Nation, L'Oreal, Lumen Technologies, LVMH. A Blux, thank you. I appreciate that. I believe that's moonshine, right? See, oh, Moscow's a ghost mall. Oh shit, let's see this. Look at that, Louis Vuitton. Oh my God, look at this shit, man. Yo, 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 yo. Hey, let me see. Hey, can you put? Hey, put that link in the chat. Put that. Let's see. No, actually, no. What? Hold on. Let me see. How can I do this? How can I do this, man? I want to show the people this. Let me retweet it. And then I'm gonna go to my Twitter. Wow, this is cancel culture for real, dude. The mall looks dumb empty. The mall looks dumb empty. The mall, yo guys, look at the mall, dude. Official caffeine partner, you see that? Get a bar. Look at this shit. I told you, I said the mall's gonna look empty as a motherfucker. Didn't I tell you? Shit is wild. Yo. Think about this for a second. I want you to think about this for a second. So you said David killed Goliath with a stone. Ooh, very well put. Yo, think about this for a second. Russia lies to their people, right? Like Russia is a authoritarian, you know what I mean, totalitarian dictatorship. You feel me? So like they just passed a law. They said, look, if you say the word, like a protester can be in jail for like 15 years. First of all, I don't see how they could do that. Logistically, I don't see how they can do that. How can you for real lock up, 10,000 people for 15 years? Like that shit don't even make sense. You're going to fuck off your own economy. You know what I mean? Like you lock all those people up. Those are teachers and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I know how to put them to work making shit, right? What I was going to say is Russia spends a lot of time lying to their people. Right. So the poor little boys that are in there fighting, they didn't know what they were fighting for. They thought it was just like an expedition. And then the people there is no show like this on Caffeine. There is no YouTube. Right. There is no, it's all Fox News there. You know what I mean? And so so the people are being lied to, and so when the people go to the mall and they see this, what in the world is Putin and their administration going to say? Well, the people are going to go and say, "Wait a minute, my whole life is canceled. Why? Why is my life canceled?" Right? First of all, why is my nephew, like, I don't know where he's at. He's dead. I don't know why he's dead. Like, somebody tell me the truth. Why is Prada closed and Louis Vuitton and Airbnb and like all of this shit? Why can't, like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how he's going to lie his way out of this. I don't know how he's going to lie his way out of this, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for that. You guys keep those links coming. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Miss 87 Mellon, Malcolm's daughter. I appreciate that. All right, let's see, man. Let's go. I'm still like, what section was I in? I was only in like the L section, huh? Let's see, MasterCard, dude. What kind of life is that without MasterCard? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. McDonald's? What kind of, like, okay, so basically Russia, like, we got you into this modern world, right? We got you into this McDonald's, Apple world that, you know what I'm saying, everybody want to be in. We got you here, right? Now you done fucked it all up. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, just get out this war. It's not worth it. Like, it's really not worth it. You're losing $20 billion a day, $20 billion a day, dude. It's not worth it. Oh man, dude. Mazda, McDonald's, Mercedes-Benz, Meta. That's Facebook. Ain't no Facebook. Michelin Tires, Microsoft, Montclair, nigga. Moody's, Morrison's, NASDAQ, Netflix. There's no Netflix. Like guys, these aren't just these corporations is called lifestyle. Okay, guys, this is not just corporations. I mean, this is part of your everyday thing, right? Like you were gonna you're 20 years old. You and you know what I'm saying, you was gonna pick up old girl and y'all was gonna go watch Netflix. Y'all was gonna go eat McDonald's and watch Netflix tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. Nigga, there's not, you guys can't even watch NHL hockey or play Nintendo or drive a Nissan. Or you can still drive a Nissan, but you get what I'm saying. Look at all this. No Oracle, Panasonic, Paramount. What the hell, dog? PayPal, Pepsi, Prada. Yo, this is the who's who of who's who, dude. Procter & Gamble, Puma. This is wild. I don't know if they are suspending business on moral grounds or devalued rubles. Ooh. Oh, but it's over here to the right. It's over here to the right. Look at all this shit right here. Look, close Russian accounts, suspend operations, except essentials, suspend new investments, suspend all shipments, suspend operations. Let's see, moral. I believe that's a great question. I believe this is moral. Let's see. Since Putin's devastating invasion of Ukraine, 300 have announced their withdrawal. Nevertheless, some Western companies have continued to operate in Russia undeterred. We identified several dozen companies. See, right now, they're trying to figure out who's still doing business. And y'all about to get, you know what I'm saying? It's a bad look. Y'all going to be on the wrong side of history. First of all, corporations have the right to do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely conservative like that. You feel me? Like, you're not going to force me to do whatever I don't want to do. That's first of all. Let's see. In these days, we have initially published our list. Many of the remain companies have responded to public backlash and decided to withdraw. So they're doing it out of just like they don't want to be. They don't want to do the bad political thing. A lot of these guys do these anyway. The list is updated by Jeffrey Sonfeld and Yale chief. So this is done from Yale with help from the Financial Times, Washington Post, Axios, CBS, CNN, and the like. Wow. Here it is. Click to read a related Fortune commentary on why businesses retreat from Russia matters. He said there's no replacing Coca-Cola. Like, that is consequential, like, modernization, right? An iPhone and Coca-Cola and McDonald's. That is, you've made it, right? That is welcome to the industrialized world, right? They call it the Great Business Retreat. Wow. So they did the, see, I don't know. See, I'm young. I was only 9 years old. So they did the same thing in 1986 in South Africa. So it says. Wow, dude. Look, close self-service checkouts in an IKEA store in St. Petersburg. Who was a Moor? You guys know that, right? Wasn't St. Petersburg like an African Moor? St. Peter's, I believe he was a. It was, I think he was, yeah, see, look, yeah, see, he's a Moor. See? He was an African. Let me see. Gannibal, the Moor of St. Petersburg. Let me see. Yeah, the Moor of Petersburg. Where Major General Gannibal died in 1781 in his 80s. Okay. Any which way. Anyway, I'm sorry. I always get on my historical shit. My fault. Anyway, in the 1980s, voluntary withdrawal from 200 major companies from South Africa in protest over apartheid, in combination with United States congressional sanctions. So basically, it ended the apartheid. This same shit right here ended the apartheid. That was a big deal. I remember when I was young and Nelson Mandela came out, he dropped the album and did his tour, you know what I mean? He was selling out, you know what I mean, arenas. We went to go see him, you know, spit some bars. I remember that time. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, obviously I was mad young. What I didn't know is it was a business retreat like this. and it was and sanctions. You see, money will slap the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? Money, it's like money's like, shut the fuck up. You better do what I say. Nigga, money. You know what I'm saying? Like money, dude. Money will get you straight. Money. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, dog. Money, dude. It's not about, you know what I mean? It's not about religion. It's not about a jail time. Nigga, none of that shit. Money, bro. Corporations, dog. Shit is crazy, dog. We praise the money god, dude. The money god. It's not about morality. You know what I'm saying? It's not about none of that. It's about money. In the 1980s, anyway, so we got it. Wow. So yeah, that's that, man. Here, let me open up the phone lines. Somebody gotta say something. Phone number is 424-261-3107. Is there anything you'd like to discuss? Anything, you know what I'm saying, what's crazy about all of this? Anything you want to say? Anything you want me to look at? Anything, man, the floor is yours. Wow, I've been on an hour 30 already. All right, cool. Let's see what else we got, man. Now, I want to get into this Russian military, man. This Russian military is so weak, dude. Like we were scared of them, dude. Like you know, even right now, you know, Joe Biden is like, man, we don't want to go to war with Russia. I mean, that'd be direct conflict with Russia. Like, come on, man, they busters, dog. They got some nukes, whatever, man. All right, cool. They got some nukes, but come on, like. They shit, man, they got old school. Man, dude, come on, man. Like, everything is going wrong with them. Oh, let me play something. Let me show you what I'm talking about. My brother, Morning Joe, dude. I love Morning Joe. Check out my nigga, Morning Joe. What he got to say. My nigga, Joe Scarborough. Check out Joe Scarborough. I'm going to play this and I'm going to go to the restroom. So hold on one second. All right. Hold on. Let's see. Where's Joe Scarborough at? Let me go to my history then. There it is. Is it possible someone steps in and plays peacemaker in this situation? That's another good question. Basically, somebody's going to have to offer him an off-ramp. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in over his head. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what, you know what I mean, you're saying. He's in over his head. And right now, like, logically, he's not making no sense. So it's going to be hard for to pay peacemaker because he's logically not making any sense. You know what I mean? He's losing money. He's not going to get his negotiations. Matter of fact, his negotiations already went from like, nigga, I want $10,000. Nigga, I want X amount. It went all the way that to like, okay, I'll take this and that. So his negotiations is falling. So he knows he's losing.
Ed Loose, guys, some major news from Shell.
I'll be right back, okay?
Announcing that it will cease purchasing Russian oil and gas, and that it will shut down its service stations, lubricant stations, everything it does in Russia will cease. Shell, one of the biggest oil companies, the big 4 or 5 in the entire world now, will stop doing business with Russia. They'd come under a bunch of pressure. They bought 100,000 metric tons of oil on Friday from Russia. The international community condemned them. Ukraine's foreign minister said Russian oil is the equivalent of Ukrainian blood. Shell said this morning in a statement, we heard that. They actually went out and apologized for making that purchase and now cutting off its business with Russia. A major development as we talk about Vladimir Putin's decision to go to war, completely isolating his country from the world.
And Ed Luce, talk about the importance of that, especially considering that the Russians depend so much. We hear about all the oil that Russia has. They depend so much on deals with Western oil companies to be able to get that oil out of the ground and get it shipped.
It's its only source of hard currency. There's no other serious source. This war, by some estimates, is costing Russia $20 billion every day, every day. Now, it's got $630 billion of reserves. Half of them have basically been seized because they're held in the West. So if you do the math and you...
How can you afford it? What is worth this, Ed?
Nothing is worth this. This is
To
going
Vladimir
to...
Putin, what is worth this?
I fear that, he's already gone so far, he's not going to go back. So a rational calculation is not necessarily a good one.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.
Man, but there was more. There was more to it, though, man. It was more to it that I wanted to play, man. Matter of fact, let me just go to YouTube TV, because they was breaking down the military and how the military is hella low budget. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have it together, dude. It's like, yo, man, the Russian military, dude, it's weak. Oh, somebody says Putin needs to watch his back. Somebody said in a WAPO op-ed. Oh, I got to get to that. Putin needs to watch his back. Let me tell you guys something. For the FYI, CNN is, CNN is kind of sucks, man. You guys, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to watch it on TV, you might want to go to MSNBC, man. FYI. All right, let me go to Morning Joe, man. Let me go to my Morning Joe. I pay for YouTube TV, man. This shit is the shit. All right, I just want to go back because I want to play this. I want you guys to see. Yo, I missed that. It said Ali something. It said that seemed like an evening news online wrap-up clip. Let's see. Where's my name? Man, Joe Scarborough, man. It said the only problem with MSNBC is all ex-Republicans. You know what I mean? And it's like, there's no problem with Republicans except for the fact that it's supposed to be a Democratic show. I mean, network. You know what I mean? Yo, you know what's wild, guys, is Russia will do this like, oh, okay, we're going to do a ceasefire so we can get out all of the civilians, all of the women and children. And the next thing you know, they start bombing them. They start shooting at them. You be like, dang, dude, this guy is wild, man. All right, here we go. Yeah, man, he's a bad guy, dude. He's a bad guy. He's Thanos, All right, here you go. So, all right, here you go. He's evil AF.
Into the fold. That
Come on, talk to me. Ed Loose.
Prodigal son.
Wow.
Into the fold. That's the message that Putin
Himself in the same position where he's going to be in a country he's not going to be able to subdue. 42 million people.
It's also a risk.
Right. And again, explaining the importance of one side being so bought in to a war of liberation against another side that did not even know that they were going into combat, that most thought were just going to exercises, can't be overstated. And again, going back to the Battle of Britain, even in the worst moments, public opinion polls showed that only 3% of Britons thought that it was possible for them to lose the war. You talk to Ukrainians now, it's this.
I didn't pay the bill. Damn, I guess I didn't pay the bill, man. Damn, man, I basically just wanted to talk about how it's my lead up to my next topic. And it's just
now it's the same thing. Things are bleak, things are terrible, but Richard Engel and so many others that report from there say the Ukrainians aren't even making it a possibility in their mind that the Russians will ever defeat this country.
I think they understand asymmetric warfare in a way that maybe great powers don't. They keep forgetting.
But can I ask you that question?
Yeah.
Because before they went in, I asked the question, why would Vladimir Putin, after seeing his own country chased out of Afghanistan so many years ago, and after seeing the United States, the country he hates the most, being chased out of Afghanistan in a humiliating way, why would he then, a few months later, place himself in the same position where he's going to be in a country he's not going to be able to subdue? 42 million people, he's not going to be able to subdue it. So,
this is for the record, guys, FYI. His name is Joe Scarborough. He was a senator in the United States Senate at one point. Okay. I'm going to talk about asymmetric warfare. He is married to Mika Brzezinski. Okay. So they're actually married. Okay. They're a married couple. Now, she's Mika Brzezinski. Her father is Zizhnu Brzezinski. I knew about Zizhnu Brzezinski because the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan spoke about him. And, Farrakhan basically was mentioning how he was like, just like a, I guess like a evil warlord kind of guy. But just studying him, he was a tactician. He was like her dad, rest in peace, Zizhnu Brzezinski. Like, look him up. He is a war mind. You know what I'm saying? He said stuff like it's easier to it's easier to kill some people than to indoctrinate them or something. He had like a lot of controversial sort of ideas. But whatever it is, he's a respected political, geopolitical, and military mind. Zizhnu Brzezinski. And so she's Mika Brzezinski, and she's married to him. They got married in their older ages. All right, come on. What's good? I got people watching, man. What's good? Man, anyway. I shouldn't have paused it. But yeah, man. So he's basically going to say, like, all right, look. Russia,
why would he then, a few months later, place himself in the same position where he's going to be in a country he's not going to be able to subdue? 42 million people, he's not going to be able to subdue it. Supply routes just right across the border from Poland or Romania or from other countries. He has set himself up for a miserable failure. And again, right after the United States, the folks have been on the U.S., now the whole world looking at Russia. He has made him not only one of the most hated men in the world, but he's also made himself, if you look at the New York Times yesterday, a man whose military is no longer feared by European powers that have spent the last 20.
Yes, so there it is. The military is no longer feared. The military is no longer feared. So basically what happens is when you look at the military, you begin to realize, oh, this is what corruption is like. So in America, we got corruption, but not like Nigeria, not like Russia. You know what I mean? Not like, let's be honest, man, because, all right, so this is what happens. So Vladimir Putin, he goes, all right, look, I need Ali, check the DMs. I promise you got a banger in there. Okay. So let's say he's like, promise. I promise. No, excuse me. That's your words. He's like, what was I saying? Oh, they're like, okay, Vladimir Putin is like, all right, first of all, I'm about to invest all of this money into the military. I could put it in education. I could put it, you know what I mean? Social services. I'm going to invest this money in the military. And because of that, I need the latest tanks. I need the latest technology. I need the newest tires. You know what I'm saying? I need the latest GPS. I need the latest smart chips. I need all the latest shit. So he sends out the order, right? And then so the man gets the order, the man who's in charge, he's like, I could spend $5 trillion on what he wants, or I could spend $4 trillion and then keep $1 trillion myself. So I'll just do that. I'm gonna take $1 trillion, and then we're gonna spend $4 trillion, and then we're gonna get everything else. So instead of the best tires, we'll get the B-level tires. Instead of the best smart chips, we'll get last year's smart chips. Right, and then the next person goes down. They're like, nigga, $4 trillion. Nah, I'm gonna take $1 billion off. You know what I mean? And the next thing you know, like it's only like, you know what I mean? It's only like half that money that's actually now invested into the military. And now it's not the latest this. It's not the freshest that. It's not the latest this. You know what I mean? It gets siphoned off. You dig what I'm saying? That's corruption. Right? Because at the end of the day, now you look like a fool. You look like a fool because they have a caravan. They have a caravan that's been driving into Kyiv for the last week now, and it's still not there because the tires is busting open. Because the guys, there's not enough logistics. The guys are fucking hungry. They can't get no food to them. You know what I'm saying? Just very simple shit. Very simple shit, and it's the reason why they're looking bad on a world stage. Russia is I'm like, dude, no longer be scared, man. They're a paper tiger, dude. They're a paper tiger. Do not be scared of these guys. So, Vice actually mentions this. It says the Western military observers are shocked how bad Russia's military is doing. This is the heart of what I want to get to today. Oh, thanks for the follow. I saw somebody follow me. Thank you. All right, let's go to this one then. Excuse me. It says today Russian police was stopping pedestrians to check their phones. Wait, what? Check their phones? What? What are they checking their phones for? Thank you for calling CiRC7E Media, man. What's your name and where are you from?
Hey, it's Mr. Flu calling from the great state of Ohio.
Yo, what's good, brother? What's good, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, you know I never miss an opportunity. If I see you pop up, I'm checking in. So,
that's right, brother. We good. That's right. Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I saw that notice where they were checking the phones, did a little research, and then it came across they don't need a search warrant in order to check phones like you do in the United States. So they were stopping them and they were looking for correspondence back to everyone outside of Russia to see what they were transmitting. So
wow,
yeah, that's that whole. I guess they did it in New York. You know, stop and frisk. You don't really need any evidence or anything. You can check it out. But I had a question for you, and I got a question for your audience. What happens after fear?
So what happens? What happens to the world? What happens to Russia? What happens to us? What are we talking about?
No. I'm asking, and I apologize. I'll add additional context. What happens when the element of fear, because that's what they were operating off of. You talked about, like the United States and other countries are no longer afraid of their military.
Yeah.
What happens when the fear is gone? What's the next step? Like what do you use as a motivating tactic?
Can you see me? I'm about to press a button. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Button pressing. That's what happens.
Yeah.
But I'm not afraid of you. At that point,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, because if you're going to push a button to nuke the world, it's not just you and I that will, perish. This is a whole civilization. So it's like, are you going to take that drastic of a measure to fight on your lie, as I talked about in the past, or he can't retort, like he can't fall back. You know what I mean? He's come. You about the same age as me, and I know you a student of movies and history. You remember on Menace to Society at the end of the movie when they were closing out, he said, "I've come too far to go back,
Yes,
and I've come too far to go forward." He is at a point to where it doesn't matter what his next step is. It doesn't matter. He's come too far either way. So, I sat and I listened to, when you stepped away for your bathroom break, the gentleman who was talking, he was talking about that rationalization. He was like, you're dealing with someone who's not rational. So because they're not rational, we can't apply rationale to it.
Yes.
We don't know what his next steps are. We have to get into that very narcissistic, that authoritarian, dictator type mindset. And I don't know that many of your followers, the people who follow you, I don't know that they are able to get to that resolve. I can't get there. You know what I mean? I can tell my son to do something, but that's not from a dictatorship. That's my well-being, looking out for your well-being type perspective. I don't know what it is to tell them to do something or have them do something that only benefits me. And that's, I think, where we are right now. That's the difference between a dictator and a parent, or a dictator and someone who's telling you something.
The authority is still none the same, right? Yeah, the authority is the same, but it's coming from a place of love rather than a place of fear.
Right. Yeah. And I'll share the story and then I'm gonna go because it's getting late on the East Coast. But I grew up in Columbus, Ohio, Linden area, 23rd and Cleveland, and drug-ridden, drug dealers everywhere. And someone asked me, they were like, "Yo, Flu, why you ain't ever getting the drug?" And I said I was afraid of the drug dealers because they operated from fear as opposed to respect. And they were like, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Fear will get you killed. Respect will get results. So if I come in and tell you that if you don't do this, then this will happen to you, then you're going to get people to do it. That's fear.
That's right.
But if I come in and say, hey, I need you to do this so that we can get this, and I want to make your life better, that's respect.
That's
so
right.
Fear gets you killed, respect gets results. And he's operating in fear, and that's all he knows, and that's all they know. That's why he's shutting off. That's why he's shutting off their
That's
Facebook.
all he
That's
knows.
why he's shutting
That's
off
all
their
he
communications too. Absolutely. It's tough, man, watching this stuff. But listening to your little sessions that you have, you come from all different angles. Like when I first started watching you, I thought your narrative was one way, but I realized that you bring in different perspectives and you allow people to kind of sort of venture off, and then you give them something here. Like you haven't been afraid to talk about Ukraine fighting back, but you also haven't been afraid to talk about Russia continuing to push forward. But then you counter that with, how Ukraine is providing resistance, and then you talk about, Russian. Like when I found out that them guys didn't know what was going on until they were in the trucks, bro, that broke my heart, man. It broke my heart. Yeah. So, and you talked about that. You bring a human perspective to it, and that's what I appreciate.
I appreciate that. Yeah, for sure, brother. Yeah.
Yep. But aside from that, man, we just continue to watch, and you see what really runs the world. Money.
Oh, it's almost sad.
It is sad.
It's like this man is over here killing women and children. He's displacing people. He's talking about nuclear bombs. And at the end of the day, what's going to put him in line is sanctions and corporations. Wow.
And what's even more sad about that is I asked you this the last time, and I was like, yo, where's China
They're eerily quiet, dude.
Bruh, it is like you can hear a mouse piss on
Yeah.
cotton when it comes to their response.
What do they say? They say the silence is deafening.
It is. Because now I don't know if they're silent because they're playing
complicit.
something to come back and really be an advocate for them,
Yeah.
or like they're cutting off the cancer and kind of sort of distancing themselves. Do I think that they will become an American ally and the next thing you know it'll be? Absolutely not. But they know where their investments are. They know what side of the bread is being buttered from American influence.
That's right.
Like, let's not get this shit twisted.
Yeah.
America is a superpower. United States is a superpower. Russia was a superpower. China is a superpower in the sense that they are able to affect a global scale, right? But once you get rid of Russia, if that's what it comes to, and that's what it seems like it's coming to just based off of how they're operating, it's like China's just like, you know what? I'm just going to be quiet and sit back, and I'm going to pick up their scraps, and I'm going to turn it into gold, you know?
Yo, Russia, they put out a list of like unfriendly countries, like, right? I think they put out a list recently of like the countries that like, they're like, nigga, y'all niggas is talking too much. I don't like how y'all moving or whatever. And Russia and China was not on that list.
Fear.
Yup. Man, dude.
And you know why? And you know why they're not going to bad talk China? Because they're too close.
Yeah.
And they're
Hella close.
just as powerful,
if not more powerful.
More powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to say anything bad about Canada, but Canada is an ally because of the fact that we are on the same continent, bruh.
Yeah.
Like you want to keep your allies as close as possible to you, and you know
on a side note, I just see here it says Venezuela releases at least 2 imprisoned Americans after rare trip by United States officials. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. Wow.
Mm-hmm. And you said that was Venezuela, right?
Uh-huh. So let me just say this.
Yeah.
So because we're basically like, look at the top, guys. The first thing says United States to ban imports of Russian oil. So you know what that means? We got to get oil from somewhere else. Okay, we got to make up the difference
somewhere else,
right? And so Venezuela got oil. So I would imagine we went to Venezuela, even though they're a communist regime or whatever. At least they're not Russia. And we was like, nigga, like, we need some of this oil because the gas prices are high as fuck right now, guys. The gas prices is stupid high. And so there it is. So there it is, dude. We probably got oil from Venezuela and they released some of our peoples. That's probably what happened.
Bruh. So when you say it in that context, right? What's the one thing that, you know, our moms used to say about girls? What one girl won't do for you, somebody else will. And the best way to get over an old girl is to get up under a new one.
That's right.
So if you have to remove Russia from import, and I think Russia...
That's funny, 87 melanin. I'm sorry, that was a joke. That was funny.
No. And I think they said Russia only provides, 3% of the world's supply. So you go and tap into somebody who can give me 4%, 5%, and you allow them to step up and provide and be on the tip of the world, man, I'll kill you to kill me. I will kill me to kill you.
Damn,
so
that's right.
Russia loses out, and Venezuela comes in and takes in. And the next thing you know, Venezuela becomes one of those, what's that country? Not
Cuba.
No, not Cuba. Where we get a lot of oil from, like
Saudi Arabia.
Type thing where you start infiltrating and taking the place of those who used to do.
Yeah.
And then ask yourself this question too: does the U.S. need their oil?
You say U.S.? You saying do we?
Yeah, the U.S. doesn't need it, or we have reserves.
Well,
but why do we want to use our oil and our energy when it's something that we're holding on to as a long-term investment, so that when everyone else is depleted, then we can start pumping our stuff out to the others? You know what I mean?
Not sure.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it takes billions of years, millions of years to deplete oil reserves in these other countries, but everybody deserves a fair chance. And you know,
Cool.
The lesser of two evils, right? Kind of like picking a president.
That's what they say.
Did you want to vote for Trump, or did you want to vote for Biden?
Yeah, I did not want to vote for Biden. I just, you know what I mean? I just could not vote for Trump. You know what I'm saying? That's how that was.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people feel the same way. And I know we kind of sort of digress, but it was like, it's not that you are voting for Biden.
Yeah.
Or
I was just anti-Trump.
You're just voting against. Yeah, you're just
That's
voting
all that
against
was.
one thing. So let's not forget that him and Kamala with the crime bills out.
Yep.
Let's not act like we got the best guy there.
Hell
we got
no.
the best guy.
Hell
we got
no.
the best guy at the time of voting.
Nah, man. Biden, man, dude. Come on, man. This nigga Biden, dude, he stands for nothing, dude. This nigga stands for nothing.
Yeah. You know what got me regarding him was his push for a black female in
everything. Like, we're the black men. Like, you know what I mean? Black women for everything. Because see, this soft. Women are soft. When you say a black man, that's when I was about to say a word, but that's when them devils really get scared. When you talk about some masculinity, like, no, I'm gonna make sure a black man is Supreme Court. What? That shit is radical.
That is radical. You know why? Because he was behind the whole push of removing black males from households and criminalizing them. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Why do you think he got a black female vice president?
Who doesn't do anything.
Soften the blow.
Yeah, man. So,
yeah,
my asthma, man. I'm gonna have to get up off this, man. This is a great show. Great phone call. Thank you for calling, brother. Call in next show, okay?
Hey, absolutely. Thanks for having me, man. Be well, be blessed.
Okay.
And